Hey guys, this is Arkel here, and I'm back with another video. This time it will be just my random little updatey videos like I usually do. But this time I'm actually moving around the camera because I wanted to go ahead and show you guys something in this video rather than just have L stoic cam like I usually do. But anyway, first and foremost, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about if my camera will focus. So... if you can tell here, River, who is my Sumtron in bronze, has some different eyes in right now. And for those of you guys who have been with me for a while, you guys probably know, because I complain about it all the damn time, that River, I can't find proper eyes for him. Either they're the proper style or the proper color, but they just don't fit properly. Like, finding eyes for him has been a nightmare. And the other day I was just looking around at my dolls and I was just so frustrated with his eyes because he was borrowing Fire's eyes, and although they're super awesome, they don't fit in his head. They're too small. So I was just looking around at my other dolls that I happen to have, and I kid you not, I have tried on every single pair of eyes that my dolls wear in his head at one point or another, except for one. And that was Rumor. If you guys remember, Rumor, my little fallen doll Force, I got her Oscar doll eyes, and something just went off in my head. Like, I looked at her and I was like, oh my god. And so I took her eyes out and I'm like, this is a bad idea. Don't do this, Arkel, don't do it. And then of course I did it, and of course I was like, yep, perfect. I was so mad and happy at the same time. You guys have no idea. I'm like, are you kidding me? These eyes have been here the whole entire time, and I have never once, never once thought to try them in River. And I was so mad. You guys have no idea. Because I was like, damn it, you look gorgeous. Yeah, I'm being super silly in this video, but you guys had to have been there. It was so hilarious. I was just like so mad and happy at the same time, because these eyes are freaking amazing in him. It's the perfect color, actually, since his eyes are supposed to be more of like a mauve, lavendery, pale pinkish sort of color. That's the color that I've always wanted him to have, but it's just been very hard to find. And his eyes, his whole like look is supposed to be very like captivating, like kind of seductive in a way. It's hard to explain. River's the kind of person that, like, if you saw him in real life, your eyes would be like whoa, like, yo, are you trying to seduce me, man? Like, yo, like your eyes would be like immediately drawn to him, and he just has this really charismatic and yet also enigmatic presence to him, and I think these eyes definitely capture that so well. So I'm super happy. I don't know how well you can actually see them, but yeah, they're like super perfect. So now that means that Rumor does not have eyes in right now, because I stole these ones faux show. These ones are also a little bit big, so I might try to find something similar in a smaller size for River, or I might just try to find a different pair for Rumor altogether. I'd like to find him ones that are a tad bit smaller, but that's fine. I don't know. Oscar doll eyes are kind of hard to find sometimes, especially in the color that you want, and also they're rather expensive. So yeah. Anyway, I got myself all excited and now I'm like out of breath. But yeah, it was just too funny. You guys had to have been there. It was freaking hilarious. I was just like so, like, I don't even. So anyway, that is not what this entire video is about, though. I do have some other updates that I wanted to go ahead and mention. I just had to get that out of the way and show you guys him, because my god. I'm so happy with him now. He's coming together so great, and his birthday actually was last month, and I've actually had him for 2 whole years now. So it's just so nice that he's finally making progress and he's coming together, and that is just super amazing. And my camera sucks, sorry about that. But anyway, I also have Rom in the video as well. I know I just had him in a previous video before. It's not going to focus on him, of course, because why would it? There it goes. But yes, I also have him in the video, because I don't think I've actually had these two together in a video. I can't remember if I have or not. But for those of you guys who don't know, Rom is actually the future child of River here. So, yeah, they are father and son, or child. Rom, of course, I've explained, is technically intersex, but, yeah, since I don't know that when he's younger, they use a male pronoun for him. But anyway, yeah, so they are parent and child, and I thought it'd be really nice to put them in a video together. I don't think I have before, and look at my camera being super overexposed because there's dark things in the frame. I swear, my camera. But, anyway, so we have a few more updates that I want to go ahead and mention, one of which is actually for this guy here, another reason why he's in the video. His Mako eyes finally, after like literally 2 months shipped. I'm so happy about that. Again, if you guys don't remember, I ordered him some like emerald green Mako eyes. They'll be the exact same shape, or I mean like size as these, so they should look super nice in him. But he has always been intended to have green eyes like his mother. These eyes match really great to the eyes that River currently has. They're kind of the similar like pinkish tone. But he actually is supposed to have eyes like his mom, Trinket, and she has emerald green eyes. So hopefully those will look really nice in him. I'm super excited about that. I paid for the cheap shipping, so it'll probably take like a week or two for them to arrive. But I'm still super excited about that. It's like I said, it's been like 2 months. My chair is squeaking. Anyway, as far as other updates go, I actually have some rather big ones. For once, I actually have big updates and not just like, blah blah blah. So my first big update, actually, and this might come as a little bit of a surprise. I think I might have like alluded to it in previous videos. He's sitting on a cup, by the way, ignore that. I think I've alluded to it in previous videos, but I don't know if I've actually went out and said it recently. I know I did at one point, but I have been having a little bit of frustration with Etzel, who is my Bambi crony Emily. And for those of you guys who follow me on Flickr, you guys already know the story, or at least you probably do. But I love that doll so much, I really do. Every time I see him, he just makes me smile, and I love that character so much. Like, Etzel is one of my favorite characters of mine. He's really grown on me. He's just such a, I don't know, like a beautiful spirit, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many bad things that happen to him, and yet, despite all of that, he still manages to smile and be happy, and just be such like a bright ray of sunshine. He's such a great character. And I think his doll form definitely had that spirit for me, and there's a lot of things about it that I really like. As far as like his features, they're very close to what I imagine them to be canonically. But then there was a few things that I didn't quite like and weren't proper at all. I'm just focusing on Rom here. And one of which, or actually two of which, is namely his mouth and his eyes. They were never quite the right shape. The shape of his overall, like the overall shape of his face was always perfect, and also his nose and skin color were always perfect. Like, those were always spot on. But his eyes and mouth were not quite exactly what I wanted them to be ideally. So I had been debating what I wanted to do about it for the longest time, and I thought about this for quite a while. Ever since, I think it started about the time that I got Shu as a doll, because I really do like them together, but there was always something that I felt was a little bit off, and I noticed that it was more in regards to Etzel, and like I said, I freaking love that doll, and I love his character, and I have contemplated actually reshelling him, as I did with Shu, but I've never found a doll that really captures the same sort of quality that I like for him. Like, that has the same features and the same skin color, and I don't know, I've just never really found something that I thought would be a better better option, if that makes sense, like I did with Shu. So then I sort of got to thinking that maybe the best option for me, since there are so many things that I do actually like about the current sculpt that Etzel is in, is actually to modify the things that I don't like. Which is actually what I decided to go ahead and do. It was a little bit scary since I don't really have much modding experience. I've done a few things here and there, but like the modifications that I did on him were very, very drastic, I think, for someone that hasn't done them before. And namely what I mean is I actually changed the shape of his eyes completely. He's not in this video, and he's not finished, so I can't show you yet. But I changed the shape of his eyes quite drastically, and I also changed the shape of his mouth very drastically. And that's a pretty drastic mod if you ask me, especially considering that he's tan skin. I don't think a lot of people would dare try to do that for like their first kind of mod, but I'm the kind of person that like, I'll research things very deeply so that I know what I'm doing, but once I know what I'm doing, I'm like, I can do this. So yeah, I'm actually very, very happy with it. Like I said, I'm doing his face up right now, to sort of see how it looks. And I might change it in the future, because I think there might still be things that I want to refine about it a bit more. But basically what I ended up doing was, the sculpt that he is in has like no upper lip. And it always kind of bothered me, because it wasn't proper to his character. Etzel is like, he looks the least mature between Shu, Calliope, and Etzel, their trio. He looks the youngest out of all of them. And he has like a very cute baby face. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He just has this like freaking adorable like little button face. And usually he's like always has like his mouth open and like making big smiles and expressions and stuff. But in a doll form, I can't really have that exactly. So when his mouth is closed, which is rare, he has the cutest little mouth ever. It's super, super adorable. And I'm sure you guys know that he also has like a little tooth that sticks out, which is also super adorable. But I never felt like the mouth that his sculpt had like did that justice. Like, it didn't have an upper lip for the most part. So it had the little smile going on, but not really the sort of cute poutiness that Etzel canonically has. So I actually changed the shape of his mouth completely, at least the upper lip anyway, and I'm actually really rather happy with it. Like I said, I might change it a bit in the future, but I will definitely go ahead and show you guys that once I'm finished. Like I said, I'm in the middle of doing a face-up for him, and seeing how he looks and stuff, and my camera doesn't want to focus. But I will definitely go ahead and show you guys that once he's all finished. And hopefully I will love him just as much, if not more than before. I definitely think this is the right option to do, because like I said, I couldn't really find a better like replacement sculpt for him that I liked or gave me the same sort of like, I don't know what the word is, but like that really sort of like would show his character through. I don't think another doll exists like that yet. Maybe one will in the future, but for now I think the sculpt that he has is definitely what's closest to his character. It just needed a few changes. He just needed to be reborn, if you will. So I will definitely go ahead and show you guys that in the future. And also in regards to mods, I've actually done something else as well. Hopefully you guys still remember my assist, whose name is Fire. I'm sure any of you guys who have followed me on DeviantArt know all too well who that character is, and might be your favorite. But for those of you guys who also watch this channel here, you guys know that Fire as a doll has been sort of AFK for quite a while, and that is because I have so many things to work on for him. I really want him to be super, super awesome, and also Shu is stealing his body right now. But there's a few modifications that I wanted to go ahead and do. He has a ton of different faceplates. If you guys know that us have like a ton of different option faceplates. I can't get this to not overexpose. He has a ton of different option faceplates, and one of the ones that I got that I thought would be really, really fun for him was the Lucis Akubi faceplate. I think that's what it's called. It's the one that looks like it's yawning, or something else. It's that one, and I always thought like it would be perfect for the little like tongue that it has. This sounds really weird and sounds gross. I don't know how to explain it where it doesn't. Fire's a really gross character anyway. He's just really gross. I don't know how to explain him without using the word gross. But yeah, he's very sassy. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted the eyes to be opened on that faceplate and very similar to the eyes that Syst has, so that he would have the same eyes but also have the cool, awesome open mouth, which I thought would be really fun to make little... Anyway, you'll see when I'm done. But yeah, I think it'll be really, really cool, and I was finally able to actually go ahead and do that. And again, I will show you guys that in the future sometime as well, whenever Fire is put together. So yeah, I have done a lot of modding recently, which is really cool. Great experience, since I haven't done much of it recently, or ever. But, anyway, also I want to go ahead and say thank you guys so very much if you guys have commissioned me. I should have said that at the very beginning of the video, but it reminded me, like I reminded myself because I was talking about a assist, and a lovely person is sending me a assist to paint as well, so that reminded me to thank all of you guys so very much for commissioning me if you have. I really appreciate it. I'm like super excited to go ahead and actually paint your guys' dolls and see what awesomeness that I can create, hopefully. So, not that I'm all that great at face-ups, but I'm super happy to see what I can do and to grow as an artist. So, thank you guys so very much for that opportunity. And of course, if you would like to commission me, I do have a video that I posted recently that explains all of that. So yeah, there are still a few slots left open if you guys are still interested. And I would greatly appreciate if you would, because it leads me into my very last... Well, actually, no, I have two things. My second to last thing that I want to go ahead and mention, and that is that I'm super sad. I feel like a jerk face for complaining about dolls because it's like the worst thing you can ever complain about ever, and nobody feels sorry for you ever. But yeah, there has been a doll that came out recently that has been the center focus of my mind ever since I saw it, and I'm super bummed because I don't think I'll actually be able to get them. So sad. If I get a few commissions, more commissions, then maybe, but I'm so bummed because I don't think I'll be able to, and I swear he has been in my mind, like the forefront of my mind, ever since I laid my little eyes on his little face. And if you guys don't know, I did mention it on Flickr, but I am talking about Zoom released a new USD size doll, which is actually a tiny version of their MSD doll called Cheshire, the Cheshire Cat. And they made a USD version of him, and my god, is it the cutest thing ever. He has this devious little smirk. It is so freaking adorable, and I knew exactly the moment that I saw him. I was like, there is a character that is perfect for this doll, and I can't think of it. What character is it? And I was just like trying to think for a few minutes, and then it just hit me like a ton of bricks. For any of you guys who do know my characters fairly well, my Sega doll Kiki, his name is Rem, with the redness under his eyes. He always looks sleepy and tired. That character, he has like a... how do I explain it? He has like a dark shadow, like a how do I explain it? Like a yin and a yang kind of situation. He has another character that looks pretty much identical to him, except a little bit older, that is like his evil, dark counterpart, if that makes sense. And this character is not a good character by any means. He's absolutely terrible, he's cruel, and very awful. But he's such an integral part to Rem's character. and he doesn't really have a name since it's a character that only Rem is able to see. It's like he's in his mind, if you will. But the name that I call him, which I think is quite fitting, is Remnant. And he is a twisted little nightmare, literally. He's like a manifestation of Rem's nightmares, because of course I've mentioned that he can never sleep, and he has awful, terrible hallucinations which sort of blend into reality and make it difficult for him to know what's real and what's not. And Remnant is kind of like the embodiment of all of that. And I've been having a little bit of difficulty actually with Rem. I love his character, don't get me wrong, like I love his character. He's one of my favorite characters ever, and I love his doll form. But there was still something that just felt so like incomplete about him, and I didn't know what it was. Like, it was just stumping me, and it's weird because like Rem is one of my favorite characters that I've ever created, and to not have that like huge bond with him in a doll was just like super weird to me. Like, it didn't, I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't put my mind on it for the longest time, because like I said, his doll form is just fine. And then it hit me when I saw the little Cheshire that, of course I'm not happy with him, because literally half of him is missing, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. That's exactly what I needed to do. I have to have that other side of him. Like, it's such a huge part of his character, and I don't know why I never thought about it before. So yeah, that doll is absolutely perfect for that character. He has the devious, malicious little grin. He looks evil. It's perfect for him. And especially since he comes in the purple skin, which like looks so nightmarish. It's perfect. Oh my god, that would be the perfect way to, like, you know, explain his character and to show him off better for the little nightmare terror that he is. But unfortunately, I'm super bummed, because unless like I get a flood of commissions, I don't think I'll be able to actually grab him, and it's super bumming me out because I was so excited about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm so sad. I mean, it's still not confirmed yet because there's still a few more days in the order period, so who knows. But yeah, I just don't think it'll work out right now, and so I'm super bummed about it. But even if it doesn't, I will try my absolute hardest to find him secondhand on the marketplace. I have to, because yeah, he's absolutely perfect. So crossing my fingers something magical happens and I'll be able to bring him home. But either way, plans for the future at least. So yes, I have one more update. This video is very long, but hopefully you guys enjoy my silliness in it. I have one more very big update, and only you guys who watch to the end will get to hear it. Or if you read the title, cough. Anyway, the doll that I do actually have on order, who I have mentioned briefly, I need to work more stuff for her. I've been so busy I haven't been able to post more things about her, but I have been working on her quite a lot. But my little Realfie May bunny girl in the minty skin actually has arrived at DDE. Yay! I'm so excited. I did not think that she would be arriving so soon. I thought it would be at least a few more weeks until she came home, but Fairyland has been super awesome and has been stepping up their game as far as delivery times are concerned, because I think I waited like 5 months for Euclid when I ordered last from Fairyland, so they have really been stepping up their game since it's actually been just shy under 3 months, so that's really awesome. I'm super excited for her. I still have so much more work to do on her, and I have to get her eyes and stuff for her wig, all of that stuff, so she'll be definitely a project for quite a while, I'd imagine. But I'm so inspired by her, and I can't wait to have her home. And of course, I will definitely be sure to make lots of little videos and show you guys her awesome, lovely little bunny minty self. I'm super excited. So yes, that is my last little update. She should be here, probably in like 2 or 3 days. I'd imagine, because I actually live in California and Denver doll is in Colorado, and that's not very far at all. It's like one state over. So I'm hoping that she'll arrive in just a few days. So I'm super, super, super excited about that. You guys have no idea. I'm dying. All of these awesome dolly things are happening all at once, and it's so inspiring and so great, and I'm just so thankful for every day that I have such inspiration and wonderful things and people in my life. It's such a great, great feeling. So, yes, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope you guys love these eyes and River as much as I do. My god, I can't stop looking at him. But yes, there's little River and Rum here. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. As my camera overexposed into oblivion. Yes, thank you guys so very much for watching, and wait for it. Goodbye.